So as you just mentioned about the winter driving, and I know that the conditions get a little harsh with the snow. So how difficult it is for the truckers to drive during the winter season, and what precautions they should take?
Okay, sure. Uh, During the winter time, the challenges are comparatively different when you are driving otherwise. Uh, the road gets slippery, and you got to be super cautious because the stopping distance has to be kept in mind, especially when you're driving on a black ice or on a slippery road. Having said that, like you prepare for any kind of eventuality, you should also be preparing as a new driver for the winter driving conditions. Like it's the month of October, November, and once you know that the winter is around the corner, there are certain schools or there are certain trucking houses, trucking industry, which give training in the winter driving as well, before the winter actually sets in. Now, winter driving is a specialized training, I will say, Akshay, in the sense that if you know how much will be the stopping distance driving on a slippery road in comparison to driving on a dry road, then how quickly you will be anticipating when to apply the brakes. So all these important factors, what should be your speed for that matter? Now the load which you are carrying in your trailer, let it be a flatbed or a dry van or a A train or a B train, well, if the load is super heavy, so is the demand on the brakes. And on top of that, if it is a winter condition, then the driver has to be knowledgeable that what kind of braking ability his truck has got. Now, last but not the least, it again depends on the type of equipment or the condition of the tires which you have. The condition and let's say the brake chambers which you have. You need to adjust your brake chambers every now and then, especially in the winter time, because your frequency of using the brakes is comparatively more, and especially if you are a local driver. Well, if you are a long haul driver, then you use brakes very sparingly, only in the town areas or in the built up areas. But if you are a local driver and it is the winter time, the brakes are one of the components which get affected very, very seriously, I can say. So every now and then, if your brake chambers are out of adjustment, that means your braking power is reduced to quite an extent. So as a driver, during the winter time, I will advise that you should be knowledgeable about the size of the brake chambers, when to get your brake chambers adjusted. Number two, the condition of the tires. Now, the tires, if you are having winter tires, well, that is a plus point for you. But if you have the normal tires, then that is something a little risky, and you should be aware that I am driving a tractor trailer with winter tires, or I am driving a tractor trailer with universal tires. So if you have that knowledge, then the safety is much more okay, vis-a-vis that if you are not knowledgeable, then there are chances that you might meet with an accident.
So I think experience is the key when it comes to
experience about the driving pattern, the equipment you have, plus the information. The driver sets out in the morning, he should be having some kind of weather network to keep in mind that what kind of weather one is going to expect in the next 2 hours, 3 hours or 4 hours. There have been instances that the driver was unaware that there's a snowstorm or a blizzard kind of situation coming in, and the gentleman kept driving unless he went into that problematic area. Well, if it was known to him, he could have stopped at a truck stop or on the roadside, relaxed, refreshed, and let the equipment also rest for some time. When the things are clear, you drive and go forward. So again, I mention in every talk I give in different forums here and there that if you are knowledgeable, you have the experience, you know what to do, then you are a safe driver for yourself, your family, and the public as well.
Yeah, the other people on the road.
Other people on the road. Very right.